Hauling some logs today, Monday morning. Dad bought some cut logs over the weekend. We had some people here in town. Of course, we kind of knew them and known them for a while. And I guess they got a hold of Dad and said they had some trees they wanted him to look at. So, we just naturally figured they were, standing trees. Well, I talked to Dad, I don't know, I guess yesterday morning. He said they were cut logs, and I guess he ended up buying them. Of course, they're walnut. I haven't seen them yet, and I'm on my way here with him now. We're going to take a look at them. I guess we're pulling up to the first mess of them right now. I should have brought the skid steer to kind of shuffle these things together so he doesn't have to, he can sit in one place, because that's a pain, have to get on and off the truck to load logs. And like I said, I have no idea what we're looking at here, so I guess we're getting ready to find out. Let's get out here real quick and we'll see what's going on. Dad's loading now. I'm gonna get the saw here. Go do some trim if I need to. Off subject, got me a little gig this morning in my collection. A good friend of mine I drink coffee with, an auctioneer. Whenever he sees old hand-forged gigs at auctions, I usually try to have him pick them up for me. Of course, I don't care nothing about the little broomstick handle they got, but I collect these old hand-forged gigs, and that's a pretty neat one because it's a two-pronger. That's the only time I've ever seen an old two-pronged hand-forged gig. Almost too big to be a frog gig. I don't know what they were trying to do with it. This is I almost hate buying cut logs from people just because these logs have been cut a little while. Which they didn't do a bad job of cutting these, they didn't. But just stuff like that, I mean, that's the butt, but my gosh. What is that? Of course, they've got a hinge on it, but what is that ugly thing there? Just, you never know what kind of ugly monstrosities you're going to see. Dad said he cut all the big timber off this farm years ago. Up there, it's got a hinge on it. Well, these ain't real big logs anyway. Big pile down there. Never know what you're going to see. Getting them loaded up there. Good thing is we're not too far from the yard. We're only about 7 miles from the yard, so we'll get these loaded up and hauled back. Of course, I wish I'd have brought the skid steer. We'd have bunched them up. And that way Dad could sit in one place and load. This is a shame that some of these trees were even cut. I mean, some of these should have been left standing. But what do you do? I mean, when you're buying logs, you didn't cut them. And the only thing you can do is buy them, haul them back to the yard. I mean, it's good to utilize them, just like stuff like that. I mean, that's small. I hate to see stuff like that cut. It looks like there's still a few good trees standing here. I'm not even sure how big this place is, but I can see several walnut tops. Those trees standing right through there, they're bigger than some of these ones I got out here. The little logs have been here a while. That's, once again, when you have people cutting logs, whether it be landowners, what we call wannabes or whatever, these are problems you run into. And I'm sure their intentions are good, I really am, but I mean, there's a reason I'm not flying a plane for a commercial airline, because I don't know how to fly a plane. And that same aspect, some people shouldn't cut logs or manage timber because they don't know how to cut logs or manage timber. We'll take these logs back to our yard, blend them with what we got in there already, the rest of the pile. But man, it's a shame. I hate seeing stuff like this. Really do. And don't get me wrong, I'm thankful to have the logs, I really am, but still, you got to think about long-term goals here, forest management. Quite a deal. And I think some of these are cut exactly like on the lengths, not, because we always try to cut logs, whether it be 8s, 9s, or 10s, or, 8/6, 9/6, 10/6, or even 4, 8/4, 9/4, 10/4. You got to leave a little bit of trim. When you're cutting logs exact measurements, that's not good either. And there's some decent logs in here. Not a lot, but a few. Literally manhandling logs, no joke. Like I was rolling them and trying to pick the ends up and swing them around. I told Dad I'm gonna bring the skid steer back over here because there's another pile besides this one, and he's already bought a couple standing trees and he's gonna buy a few more. But they've got some good trees, and we drove on further up there where the other piles up. They've got some good standing trees, but the ones standing are a lot better than what they've cut, that's for sure. I mean, that's junky stuff. There's no other way around it. Even for walnut, that's some pretty junky wood right there. Pretty junky stuff. It's a shame. Shame. We'll bring the skid steer back over here, and it'll save me and Dad both a lot of work. I'm sure after today it probably decreases my chances of having children after trying to lift and push and pry on those things like I was. I guess I've got my WOD in for the day. Long way back in here. Dad said it's been 20-25 years since he cut the big walnut out of here. And my dad's lived here all his life. My whole family's lived here in the area, Stockton area, all their life, and there's not too many farms my dad has not either cut timber on or been on, whether it be coon hunting, coyote hunting, or logging. I mean, he's cut a lot of timber, and I'm getting to the point now where I've cut a lot of timber on a lot of different farms around here with my dad, because I've been logging full time going on 15 years. That's full time, and I logged in the summers and on the weekends with my dad before that. And of course, growing up, I always went to the timber with him. They'll be good. They'll be a good bunch of logs to have on the yard, but man, they're just it's going to help the volume, but it's not going to help the average. We'll put it that way. And oh well. I've ranted and raved all I can about it. The old one stack Mack. He's got her weighted down there, which we can't haul. That thing's not set up to haul a big volume of logs. We just can't put a lot of footage on it. If you get 2,500 feet, 2,800 is a big load on that little 10-wheeler there. So we don't ever load super heavy on the footage. Of course, it takes a multitude of those little logs there to make a load, and even when you got a load on there, you don't have any footage. I bet if he's got 1,200 feet of logs on there, he'd be pushing it really, because it just, like I said, it just takes a multitude of them to make anything. You can see kind of what the ground here in this part of Missouri looks like. Just limestone everywhere, solid limestone. I don't know how trees grow, to be honest with you, but they somehow always do. We'll get these back to the yard, and I guess I'll go load the skid steer up. So I've got some things to do this afternoon, but I'll get it loaded so we can get it over here. It shouldn't take me more than 45 minutes to an hour to get everything bunched up and ready to roll out here. That'll be good. It'll save me and Dad both some work. This is where the old Mack is. Man, to me, this is why I think they make great log trucks. This is a rough road in and out of here. I mean, I'm creeping along in my diesel truck, and man, these old Macks, don't get me wrong, they're not going to win a beauty contest, but they are a tough old off-road truck. And some of the places we take our log truck, if we had a nice Peterbilt or a Kenworth, I would not dream of taking it. Like my dad's trucks down in Arkansas, all them fancy Peterbilts he's got and KWs, not a chance. Not a chance. I wouldn't take them. I know he wouldn't take them. But these old Bulldogs, man, to me, I think they're just made for the off-road. You stick them in the low range, just like these old rough roads, put them in gear and go, loaded, they don't care. They like it. They like that rough stuff. They like to prove their worth out here in the brush and the rocks and the mud. That Camelback suspension, I don't think there's anything better for a log truck than that old Camelback. One axle starts to slip, that other than just starts grabbing and gets you going. I'm a Mack guy. I'm a Mack guy. I'm a Mack guy. I'd love to have another Mack truck. I'd like to have one of those granites. You know, the newer ones. Man, them are sharp. Good looking rig. Good looking rig. That was log hauling today. I'm actually on my way to meet Brandon, and we're gonna hit the laser. We're gonna go back over there where the skid steer was, where we're at Saturday, into Saturday's video. We got some more lasering to do. I mean, about where that path's gonna be built at, so we can kind of get things figured out what we need to do there on cut and grade, or if we're gonna need fill, how much fill we're gonna need if we do need fill, where we're gonna get fill. Just a lot of variables involved here. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna load the skid steer up. And this morning, where we're at, getting those logs, we're gonna take the skid steer over there. We're gonna try to buy some more trees off of them. We're gonna try to buy some of those standing trees. Dad was gonna get a hold of them, see if they'd want to part with a few of them, which I hope they do. They were a lot better whenever they had cut. So that's today's little video of hauling logs, the one stack Mack with the one in their back, so it's forth down the road, don't you know? It's a mouthful, I know. But I'm sure we'll be back at it tomorrow. Skid steering, moving logs, sorting logs. I got to get some equipment moved. We got timber to look at this week. I know I got to go out into Kansas, to Ottawa, Kansas. I've got to be out there this week. Hopefully me and Brandon get started on this dirt project this week, kind of get some dirt moving there. So plenty of things to do. Deer season still in full swing, so you got to be careful out in the woods, man. It's logging's a dangerous enough job. You don't need to be out there getting shot. It's there's a lot of crazies out there hunting deer with guns. A lot of people that probably shouldn't even be hunting or own a gun are out there flinging lead. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm a big pro gun guy, because I'm riding right here with 2 pistols by my side right now, because I never go anywhere without pistols. I'm the type of guy that's got assault rifles as well. I love my guns. But some people don't need guns. Thanks a lot for following along, guys. Be sure to check us out on all our social media outlets. You know, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, blah 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 blah. Hopefully this week we'll have a Logger Threads website up where you can order those shirts. It's a little easier that way, instead of having to message us. We send you an invoice via PayPal, all that. And I've got some new goodies coming out. I had a bunch of stickers made up, Logger Thread stickers. So as soon as I get in, every time we send an order out, I love stickers. Put stickers on my hard hat, put stickers in my toolboxes. Love stickers. So every time we send an order out, we're going to send some stickers and stuff in the order too, Logger Thread stickers. So be sure to check all that out. Awesome stuff, fun stuff. We'll see you guys tomorrow when we're probably hauling more logs and sorting more logs, hopefully cutting more logs. Guys, have a good Monday. See ya.